The answer you expected arrives in 7 days. Believe. Sparkle's folded hands. Sometimes life makes us wait. And in this wait, the heart oscillates between hope and doubt. Have you ever found yourself asking, will it really happen? Will this answer that I so desire, that I pray for so much really come? Well, today, I'm here to tell you, yes, she's on her way. It is no coincidence that you found this message. It is no coincidence that your eyes are running over these words right now. There is a purpose, and that purpose is to rekindle your faith, even in the most difficult times. 7 days. 7. This number carries a power that transcends time and space. Think about the 7 days of creation. God, in His infinite wisdom, used this period to shape the world, to transform chaos into order, darkness into light. Now He is acting in your life. The same power that created the heavens and the earth is working on your behalf. You may not see it yet, but He is already preparing everything. Silence is not denial. It's difficult, I know. You look at the clock, count the hours, the days, and it seems like nothing happens. Waiting often feels like a deafening emptiness. But understand, God's silence is not absence, much less denial. It's a time of preparation. He's moving pieces, opening doors you didn't even know existed. Believe me, during the wait, something is being shaped inside you. Maybe it's patience, maybe it's faith, maybe it's a new way of looking at life. God would never let you carry a dream or a desire without a greater purpose. If He has planted this hope in your heart, it is because there is a harvest ahead of you, and that harvest is coming. 7 days of expectation. Now I want to propose something to you. During these 7 days, do something different. Don't allow doubt to take over you. Declare out loud, the answer is on the way. Write down on paper what you are looking forward to. Pray about it. Visualize the moment your answer will arrive. How will you feel? What will it be like in that moment when the door opens and you see that it was all worth it? While you wait, celebrate as if you have already received it. Gratitude is an act of faith. When you give thanks for something that has not yet arrived, you demonstrate that you believe in God's power to accomplish it. And that moves mountains. Stories of faith and miracles. Let me tell you a story. A woman named Hannah in the Bible also waited. She dreamed of something that seemed impossible, a child. Everyone around her said that there was no more chance, that she should give up. But Hannah prayed. She cried before God, but did not give up. And in perfect timing, God responded. Hannah held the son she had been waiting for in her arms, and this son became a great man of God, Samuel. Hannah's story teaches us that waiting is never in vain. It is during this period that your faith is strengthened, that your heart aligns with God's purpose. And you, what are you waiting for? A job? The cure? An opportunity? Restoring a relationship? Whatever it is, remember, the same God who answered Hannah is also working for you. Trust and don't give up. If at any point in these 7 days doubt comes to visit you, remember this truth: God never fails. He's not late. He does not ignore your prayers. Every tear you shed was seen. Every word spoken in silence was heard. The wait may be long, but the reward will be so great that you will understand that it was worth it. When the answer comes, you will see that God was taking care of every detail. You may not receive exactly what you imagined, but you will receive what is perfect for you. Something only He could deliver. The time is coming. The next 7 days will be special. They will be a milestone in your life. Something new is being born. It could be an unexpected phone call, an opportunity you didn't see coming, a change of scenery that will transform everything. Get ready. Cleanse your heart. Feed your faith, because the answer is coming. And when it arrives, you will know. You will know that it was worth waiting, trusting, believing. You will know that God's timing is perfect and that He never forgets His children. Believe. Your answer is on the way. In 7 days, something extraordinary will happen. Folded hand sparkles. 7 days. It may seem like a short period, but for those who wait, each hour seems to stretch beyond comprehension. However, the beauty of this wait is what transformation it can bring. Because waiting is never just about the time that passes. It's about how it shapes us, transforms us, brings us closer to something greater. Maybe now you're thinking, but what if nothing happens? What if, after these 7 days, I'm still in the same place? This thought is natural, it is human. But let me tell you something that might change your perspective. The 7 days are not just about the answer arriving, but about what you become while you wait for it. Waiting to prepare. Imagine a farmer who plants a seed. He doesn't sit still, looking at the soil every day, waiting for the plant to emerge immediately. He takes care of the soil, waters the land, prepares the environment for the harvest. That's what these 7 days represent. It's not just 7 days of passive waiting. There are 7 days of active preparation. If you want a job, use this time to hone your skills, update your resume. Dream about the life that will come when the door opens. If you hope for healing, take the opportunity to take care of yourself, nourish your body, mind, and spirit with things that strengthen you. If it is a relationship that you seek to restore, use this time to reflect, to communicate with God and seek wisdom. An unshakable promise. I know it's hard to believe sometimes, but there is a promise that never fails. God honors those who trust in Him. His word is clear when He says, "Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will mount up with wings like eagles. They will run and not be tired. They will walk and not be weary." Isaiah 40 verse 31. These 7 days are not about what you can do, but about what God is doing. Your answer is already on its way, and time is just a detail. The answer may come in the last second of the 7th day, or perhaps in the middle of this process, when you least expect it. God is like this. He likes to surprise, to show that He is in control. Testimonies of miracles. Let me share one more story with you. A while ago, a friend of mine, Clara, went through something extraordinary. She had been unemployed for months, with bills piling up, pressure mounting. Clara had done interviews, sent out resumes, prayed incessantly, but nothing happened. Until one day, she decided to do something simple. She gave everything into God's hands and declared with faith, "I believe that in 7 days, the Lord will open a door for me." What happened was incredible. On the 4th day, she received a call for an interview that seemed like just another interview. But when she got there, she discovered it was the opportunity she didn't even know she wanted. On the seventh day, she was signing a contract for a job that completely transformed her life. This is just one of the many stories of people who, in faith, decided to trust and wait. And your story? I believe it will be as impactful as Clara. The power of early gratitude. Now let me give you a challenge. Even before the answer arrives, start saying thank you. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? But there is something powerful about gratitude in advance. When you give thanks before seeing the manifestation, you show that you trust it completely. It's like saying, God, I know you're already taking care of this, and I trust. So, close your eyes for a moment and think about the answer you expect. View it in detail. Imagine what it will be like when you hear the good news or see the door open. Now say, thank you, God. I trust you. This simple attitude of faith moves mountains, because faith is the certainty of what we hope for and the proof of what we do not yet see. Prepare for the best. During these 7 days, keep your heart aligned. Strengthen your connection with God. Read something that inspires you. Listen to music that uplifts your soul. Talk to people who share your faith. Stay away from negative thoughts and words, because they can be thieves of your blessing. Remember, God does not forget any prayer. He is a God of details, who takes care of each piece of the puzzle of your life. The answer is coming, and when it comes, you will understand that everything has been perfectly calculated for your good. And most importantly, share your journey, because when your answer comes, it won't just be yours. It will be a testimony that will inspire others to believe, to trust, to hope. Be light in the lives of those who are going through moments of doubt and uncertainty. Your miracle could be the encouragement someone needs to keep going. The journey continues. These 7 days are not the end of your journey. They are the beginning of something new. When the answer arrives, new challenges will come. New dreams will be planted in your heart. Life is a cycle of expectations and achievements, but at each stage, God is present, guiding your steps. So, stay strong. Declare your faith every day. Prepare yourself for what's to come. And remember, the answer you expect is on its way. In 7 days, you will have a reason to glorify God. Believe, trust, and prepare to experience the extraordinary. Folded hand sparkles. 7 days can change everything. They not only transform the situation, but also rebuild who you are inside. It is impossible to go through a period of waiting in faith without coming out different. These 7 days are like a refining fire, burning away doubts, fears, and insecurities, leaving you stronger, more confident, and closer to God. The transformation process. While you wait, it's natural for thoughts of doubt to try to invade your mind. This happens to all of us. Is it really going to happen? What if I'm deluding myself? These questions are like little clouds trying to hide the sun's shine. But remember, faith is not the absence of doubt. It's deciding to keep trusting, even when doubt whispers in your ears. God is not bothered by your questions. He understands what it is to be human. He knows that sometimes the weight can feel unbearable. But it is precisely at this point that He does something extraordinary. Because it is in weakness that His strength is perfected. And in these 7 days, He wants to do more than just deliver the answer. He wants to transform you. You may be thinking, why does God delay? Why doesn't He do it now? The truth is that God doesn't just work for the present moment. He works for eternity. He not only wants you to receive the blessing, but that you are prepared to sustain it, to live it fully. The perfect time. Have you ever noticed how many things in life have the right time to happen? A fruit picked before it is ripe has no flavor. A cake taken out of the oven too soon will be raw. So it is with the promises of God. His timing is not just perfect. He is strategic. He knows the exact moment when your answer will not only arrive, but will be fully received. During these 7 days, remember, God is not late. He sees what you don't see, and He knows what's best for you. Maybe the answer you're waiting for won't come exactly the way you imagine, but it will come the way you need it. God does not deliver something halfway. He delivers the best. What to do while waiting? Have you ever planted something and waited for it to grow? If so, you know that there is no point in pulling the plant to make it grow faster. Growth happens naturally while you take care of the soil, water, and wait. So it is with the promises of God. During these 7 days, do your best to tend to the soil of your life. Here are some ideas. Pray without ceasing. Prayer is not just asking, it's talking to God. It is in this dialogue that you find the strength to continue. Meditate on the Word. There are promises in the Bible that speak directly to your heart. Read, reflect, and let these words fill you. Serve others. Often our own problems lessen when we help someone else. Being a blessing in someone else's life can be a way of setting the stage for your own blessing. Reaffirm your faith. Write your declarations of faith on paper. Place it in a visible place and read it out loud every day. Declare, "My answer is on the way. I trust God." Signs that something is happening. During these 7 days, you may start to notice small signs. Sometimes they are coincidences that seem too aligned to be mere coincidences. An unexpected encounter, a conversation that renews your hope, a door that seemed locked starting to open a little. These are signs that God is working behind the scenes. And even if you don't see anything, don't give up. Sometimes the biggest movement happens beneath the surface. Think of a seed. Before it sprouts out of the ground, its roots grow deep. Perhaps God is strengthening your roots now so that you are ready to sustain what is to come. Stories that inspire. I met a man named Gabriel. He was waiting for an important answer, something he believed would be the turning point in his life. He had faith, but he also had fear. For 7 days, he decided to do something different. He prayed every morning, giving thanks as if he had already received the answer. He also helped people around him, even with his own difficulties he faced. On the 7th day, he received the call that changed everything. The job he dreamed of was not only confirmed, but exceeded all his expectations. He didn't just get a spot, he found a purpose. Later, Gabriel said he realized something bigger than the answer he expected. God used him during the wait to impact other lives. And that, for him, was the greatest miracle. Victory is coming. Imagine the moment when the answer arrives. Close your eyes for a moment and visualize. What will it be like? Who will be by your side? What will you say? How will you feel? That moment is coming. It has already been planned in the smallest details by the Creator of the universe. When the answer comes, remember that this is not the end of your faith journey. It's just the beginning of a new stage. God has even bigger plans for you. And every victory He delivers is a reminder that He is faithful, that He never abandons those who trust in Him. Keep an open heart. The next few days will be a test of your faith. But I know you're ready. God has already planted the seed of courage and confidence in your heart. Now it's time to water that seed with prayer, gratitude, and hope. Remember, 7 days is not just about time. They are about transformation. And when you look back after all this, you will see that God was in every detail, working silently but with purpose. So believe, the answer is coming. And when it arrives, it will be bigger and more beautiful than you imagined. Folded hand sparkles. The answer is coming. Believe and prepare. The 7 days may seem long, but when you finally get the answer, you'll see that every second was worth it. You will see that the waiting time was not a break, but a preparation. God will not just deliver what you asked for. It will deliver what you need, because He is a God who takes care of the smallest details, who does more than we ask or think. When the answer comes, it won't just be an isolated event in your life. It will be a powerful testimony. You will share it with others, and your story will be a spark of faith in the lives of those who are also waiting. Never underestimate the impact of your victory. It has the power to transform not only you but everyone around you. Now, while you live these 7 days of expectation, stay strong. Celebrate every little sign, every moment you feel God move. Remember, faith is the certainty of what we cannot yet see, but which already exists in the divine plan. When the door opens, when the answer arrives, glorify. Recognize that everything came from His hands, and use this moment to thank and further strengthen your connection with the Father. And before I finish, I want to invite you to continue being inspired and strengthened in your faith. If this text touched your heart, subscribe to the channel, like this content, share it with someone who is also waiting for a miracle, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any messages that could transform your life. The answer you've been waiting for is on the way, and great things are coming. Believe, trust, and prepare for the extraordinary. Folded hand sparkles.